Crypto Queen, and I'm here today to talk about XRP and Ripple and Swift. Swift, if you don't know about it, I've said this in many other videos, that I used to live in Singapore many years ago, and I used to use the Swift banking system to move large sums of money for, monthly stuff out of Sing dollars into US dollars, and it would take 5 to 7 business days, and they would charge accordingly depending on how many thousands you were moving, right? And if it works on XRPL eventually, it will be instantaneous within 3 seconds, let's say, and the fee will be 0.0003 or something like that. Something very nominal. So let's get into it for today. I just found this on Twitter. You know what? I hate Twitter, but I scan there because I like to find out XRP news. So let's check it out. David Joel Katz Schwartz from Ripple, right? I swear I was just getting gas today and saw this. I didn't mean to encourage crazy conspiracies. Seriously. Yeah? Okay. Well, 589 is a number that's been thrown around forever in the XRP army, XRP community, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's interesting that he ran into that just today, right? Anyway, could be nothing. Let's see, if the SEC truly believe that they have power that they suggest they have, they would be exercising that power, and they're not. And the reason that they're not is because they do not have the power under the law. Right, facts and laws. I talked about this in the last video I did. So there you have it. I love going over this stuff because the SEC doesn't really have a leg to stand on in this one. And I'm wondering when Judge Torres is going to, just do the slam dunk. I'm just waiting because, truly that's what everyone in the XRP community is waiting for, because that's when things will take off. Now, how will they take off? We've got everyone from Bearable Bull saying it's going to hold at $1 for a year, which I find kind of funny, because I don't think that's the way it's going to work. I think it's going to drive up. It already has gone past the 50, 55 cent, resistance mark. I think it's going to shoot up a bit. I think retail people who have been hanging on for 3 years or so, who are fed up, are going to do their own buyback. I gave you my buyback theory. You're going to do it on your own, right? I mean, some people will wait it out. I am. I don't care. I'm definitely going to take profit along the way, but I'm definitely not selling out at $1. So even if it holds there for a year, that's fine. I don't care. I'm in it to win it, and, I'm friggin' married to it for the time being. That's all I have to say about that, because I already have my goal benchmarks written down. I'm not touching it until it hits that. End of the story. However, if you want to do that, that's cool. So let's see what else they have to say about XRP here today before I move on to this interesting video. Let me see if I can just look up some stuff. XRP. Well, you can stay unknown, caller. All right, let's see. Oh, Gary Gensler, known. We're not following you. Retweet if you're holding more than 1,000. No, I don't need to do that. Thank you, though. Am I the only one that is getting the vibe that it's almost time for the adults in the room to tuck the children in for the nighty-night with their blankie? It depends on if you're talking to a Bitcoin maxi. Okay, that's an inside joke. We won't talk about it. Retweet if you believe Ripple. I'm not going to retweet anything, but yes, they're going to win. There is no question in my mind. It's about to take off. Okay, let's, bring some bathing suits onto the material. Nasara will start April 1st. Okay. It's going to be biblical. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do this one on another video, because I don't know if you've heard of Jasara, but it's kind of an interesting concept running around in the XRP community, in the join the dots of what's going on in the world community, all of that. I'll get into it on another video because I think it's worth doing a whole video on. Let's see. After that, no one will have a chance to buy XRP as cheaply as it is now. Right. You know what? buy some if you want to. This is not financial advice. It never is. It's just for entertainment, education, and me sharing what I do and how I research stuff. That's it. All right, I'm going to move on to this video because I have two things that I want to show you on here. Super interesting. Let's listen up.
Came out saying they are now eyeing crypto custody launch by end of second quarter. This is this year.
Right. End of second quarter. What have I been saying? This SEC lawsuit is going to wrap by the end of second or third quarter, and NASDAQ is getting in on it.
This entity would not be coming out and saying they're going to be launching a crypto custody if they didn't know regulation was in the horizon, and it's going to be all implemented this year. The Global Exchange Group is pushing ahead to get all the necessary technical infrastructure and regulatory approvals in place.
What did I say about getting the SWIFT protocol, which is over 50 years old, bringing that up to date so that when they do their beta testing, which I believe they're already doing, when they get it all set, the protocols are up to date so that it could shift straight into XRPL via the beta testing that's going on behind the scenes, I believe, for a time now. They're just going to flip a switch.
Senior Vice President, Head of NASDAQ Digital Assets,
Oh, by the way, you won't even recognize it when it happens, when they flip that switch. Honestly, the average Joe that doesn't know anything about XRP or crypto won't even notice. If you don't use SWIFT in the back office of your banking, you won't notice. I would notice because I used SWIFT for years, but most people don't move money in and out of the country on the regular. So anyway, let's listen.
Urbach said. Now, to the best part, SWIFT tweeted this out. Tokenization transforms everyday assets like art, music, currencies, or real estate into digital form. We are going to tie this back to Ripple, and you guys are going to get completely mind blown. Take a listen to this, okay? You really got to read between the lines.
So interesting, because now that they're talking a little bit about NFTs, but I'm going to let them talk about the key word here. Interoperability. Let's go.
Experimenting towards interoperability. Let's see what they said. These collaborative experiments could potentially ensure that tokenization and CBDCs enter into the financial ecosystem without causing a big operational headache for financial institutions, says Tom Zanak, SWIFT's Chief Innovation Officer. We can interlink multiple tokenization platforms and different types of cash payments through a single gateway. For an issuer to fully realize the benefit of a newly created digital asset, smooth interoperability with existing ecosystems.
And this is XRPL because they also have side chains. I'm not going to get into what that is because, you know, there's a whole complex world within blockchain technology, and I'm not going to bog you down with it. This is what you need to know. So let's listen.
Is essential.
We do want to have an open and interoperable system.
Okay, that's the World Economic Forum. I'm going to segue ahead here to another place in this video that I want you to hear. Brad Garlinghouse.
Even in a world of CBDCs, you still need interoperability to solve.
It has to work interoperably with anyone, anywhere. That's how we're going to solve this problem. And I think we're really close. I mean, USDC itself we've seen over $3.5 trillion of transactions directly on the internet between counterparties. And so if we can, improve it with more scalable blockchain technologies like, Brad's company.
That would be Ripple, okay, and XRP. So that word interoperability keeps popping up, right? Interesting. So if you're reading between the lines, you know where I'm going with that. And if you're not, well, I'm telling you right here. I'll leave a link to this video because 24-hour that crypto person did a good job. I'm going to bring you forward to another place because some of this stuff, I mean, it's important, but some of it, I'm just going to tell you the parts that are important to me. Okay? That's just the way it is.
If you're not making money on social media, try doing your own thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely less reliant on social media now.
Yeah.
Between jurisdictions with different standards and laws. And if you guys remember what David Schwartz said here.
Imagine every major institution in the world able to settle every major fiat asset with every other institution in a compatible jurisdiction in seconds
That's fiat
for less
set.
than a penny.
There you go.
That is a very, very big deal. You know,
That is a very, very big deal. Okay, then one other thing here. Where is it? Right about here. All right. Again, that word, interoperable.
And interoperable technologies. Without such a universal system, payment solutions will be developed piecemeal, hampering liquidity and wasting time. And if you guys remember the Interledger Summit, when he said, you know, once we implement this, it's going to change everything.
You can't
It's going to change everything.
implement these things technically unless the society and the regulatory environment wants to change. These systems, if they're implemented properly, will result in a new world.
Boom. There you have it. Get ready for the new world. And on that note, I'm going to sign out. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for being with me today, and I love you all, and I will chat with you real soon. Don't forget the number 589. Ciao for now.